What's up guys, my name is Ace, and we just got the Black Ops 4 beta trailer, and with this comes a bunch of new information. More specifically, we're going to be focusing a lot on Blackout, because they gave us a first sneak peek at Blackout. We were actually able to see parts of the map, as well as generally what it's going to be looking like, it seems like. So that's going to be the main focus of the video, but first up, let's get all the multiplayer stuff over with, all the new things that I noticed from this trailer, at first glance at least. So the first thing is they showed off 2 of the maps that we haven't seen up until this point. I personally have played 4 of the maps at E3 as well as the reveal event, but these 2 new maps that are going to be in the beta, we haven't seen anything until this trailer. Overall, art style looks cool, but that's all you can really judge at this point is the art style. After that, we see at least 2 new streaks that we haven't seen yet. First up looks to be a Warthog from Black Ops 2, so you call it in and it just automatically does strafing runs across the map and takes out enemies. Also, RCXD, they kind of teased this in an image on Twitter, Instagram a little while back. I didn't even bother talking about it and making a video about it, but the RCXD is confirmed to be coming back for Black Ops 4. Also, 2 new specialists that we didn't have access to in the E3 build or the reveal build of the game, and it looks to be Nomad with his dog. It's a pit bull that seems to follow you around, kind of like Riley from Ghosts, it seems like. I'm not 100% sure on that one. As well as Prophet. Looks like a younger version of Prophet is back, and I think this thing here ties to Prophet. This is that little 2-wheeled thing that rolls up on an enemy and appears to either stun him or possibly even kill them directly. I kind of feel like it just rolls up on an enemy and kind of stuns them and holds them in place so that you can kill them, and I think this is actually going to be Prophet's piece of gear. I've seen some speculation that this is actually a streak. I don't think so. Pretty sure it's a piece of gear for Prophet. Aside from that, the only other thing I picked up after watching it over 2 to 3 times is a new gun that we didn't have access to in the E3 build or the reveal build, and it appears to be some kind of an AK style weapon. So that's it for multiplayer. That's the beta we're going to be seeing this weekend for PS4 as well as the weekend after for all platforms. But the stuff that really got me excited, and I think most of the community at this point, is the first look at the Blackout mode. Now, we didn't get to see any sort of gameplay, but they did show off several clips and kind of showed what you can do, kind of showed what it's going to look like as well. And as they were playing it, there were little glitches in the screen. And if you go frame by frame on those glitches, they're actually revealing quite a bit of information in those little glitched areas. So we're going to be looking at screenshots of those and discussing each one of them. So you can see throughout the general gameplay clips, the non-glitched areas, they're really showing off the vehicle mechanics as well as how squads are going to work and how you can have a helicopter, an ATV, several different vehicles available, and also ways to shoot those vehicles down. They showed off a little bit of a sniper and what a sniper looks like, although unfortunately we didn't get any indication of like travel time or bullet drop or anything along those lines, but the really juicy stuff lies in those glitched images. So let's go through each of them and discuss them in great detail. First up, we have this image here. This is that high-rise building that we saw kind of when they teased Blackout for the very first time. That high-rise is in the game and it shows a helicopter full of people flying past that. Also, it has been shown that you can wingsuit off of that, which is really, really cool. The next set of images actually shows off wingsuiting, and right here it looks like he's on a dam and he's about to jump off the dam, and this leads into the next image, which actually shows him in the air with a wingsuit gliding down to the ground. I think that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this wingsuit gameplay plays out. Like, does everybody always have a wingsuit on, or is it something you have to collect throughout the match in order to do that? I definitely can't wait to see more on this. Next up, we have this image here, a guy in a boat, so that's another vehicle confirmed, even though they've already mentioned that we have land, sea, and air vehicles available. And this image also shows a little bit off of another area that you can go to. Looks like a cargo-style area, although I'm not too sure if the entire cargo map is there. You can see that giant circular thing in the middle. So I think they took elements of cargo and put it here, which they have confirmed they are going to be taking various elements from previous Black Ops games and putting those within the game, and we'll see a couple more of those within these leaked images. Next up is a very interesting image here. This seems to show you in a cargo plane ready to jump, and I think this is maybe the sequence we're going to see when the game actually begins. You're going to see yourself in first person, and then you choose when to jump on the map. I really think that's the only thing this could possibly be, is that beginning sequence. You jump out of the plane in first person, and you can choose where you land. That's really promising because some of the leaks were suggesting that they were possibly considering doing a spawn point system where you don't actually parachute into the map, and I really don't like the idea of that. I really want to be parachuting into the map, and this appears to tease that that's going to be the case. Next up, we have an image of Nuketown, a destroyed Nuketown, that is. This is very clearly 100% elements of Nuketown right here. You can see the 2 houses destroyed, you can see the truck and the school bus. So like that leak from a week or 2 ago suggested, Nuketown is returning in Blackout as a destroyed version of it. Of course, I don't think it's going to play like Nuketown necessarily because it's just an element within a much larger map, but it is really cool to see Nuketown there. Also, from earlier in the trailer, we have Raid confirmed. As you can see here, it's clearly Raid from Black Ops 2, and that's a fan favorite, so really excited to see that one there. And finally, one of the more interesting images here, this appears to be one of the zombies maps, or element of one of the zombies maps from a previous Black Ops game, which is Verrückt. Now, I'm not a zombies guy at all, but if you look on the bottom left, there are definitely zombies there. So it looks like maybe certain areas are just going to have random zombies that spawn, or maybe it's just this one area because it's a zombies map. So there might actually be zombies as natural hazards within Blackout, and as long as they keep that limited to certain areas, I really like that idea. I think that's really cool. That's definitely doing things the Black Ops way. And I think it'd be awesome if they had that area as like a high risk, high reward area. So maybe they've got really good loot there, but not only do you have to fight other players, you have to also worry about zombies. In either case, that's something that was really surprising for me to see because I didn't actually think they were going to have zombies on the map, but this does appear to confirm that. And with that, that wraps it up for all of those little glitched images that I was able to find throughout this trailer. And I did go through it frame by frame, so I don't think I missed anything here. Of course, it's time to throw the question off to you guys. What are you guys thinking about Blackout so far? Personally, this just got me much more excited about the Blackout mode. It's been kind of worrying me that we haven't seen anything real relating to Blackout until this point, but they definitely didn't disappoint with this little teaser they gave us. Obviously, they didn't show any gameplay off, so I'm still going to withhold some skepticism for this mode, because obviously, none of this stuff really matters if the gameplay is terrible. But it's definitely got me a whole lot more excited, and I can't wait to see more on Blackout, and I definitely can't wait for that September beta. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time. Yeah.